Question 37. Represent the solution for each of the variables described, writing an inequality on a number line and with symbols. So we got to do our graphing and the symbols. So the speed limit on a certain freeway is 65 miles per hour. Let X represent any speed let X represent any speed that could get a speeding ticket. So so my speed limit is 65. I want to represent any speed that could get me a speeding ticket. All right. So let's do this first. Let's do our symbols. So I want to know if I get a speeding ticket. So X is my speed. And if I go X is greater than 65, is going to be my symbol. So if I go any faster than 65, I get a ticket. I'm not going to put the or equal to, because if I go 65, I don't get a ticket. All right, so let's do our number line. I'm going to do a number line to save myself a little bit of time. I'm going to go by tens this time. So put my 0 here, and then this will be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, etc., etc. So 30, you write 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. You can fill the rest of those in. All right. So now I need to graph this. So I go to 65. So that's 40, 50, 60. That's 70. So 65 would be right here. Now I need to decide, do I shade right or shade left? So I think all the numbers to the right is what's going to make this true. So if I go any faster than 65, I'm going to get a ticket. So that's way over here. If I go 100 miles an hour, I'm going to get a speeding ticket. All right. Notice I left an open circle because I don't want 65 to be part of my solution. If I go 65, I don't get a ticket. So it's only the numbers that are past 65. If I go 65 and a half, then I could get a ticket. Okay. So I've done my symbols. I did my graph. All right. You brought $10 to the mall. Let Y represent any amount of money that you can spend. All right. So let's see. I have $10 in my pocket when I go to the mall. So here's what I'm going to do. That means I can spend any amount of money from $0 to $10. So this is going to look a little weird, but here's what I want to show you. So X, I'm going to do this, is less than $10. So I could spend anything that's less than $10. Now think about this. I can't do negative money. So I'm also going to do this. X is going to be greater than 0. So that gives me all the money that's bigger than 0, but less than 10. But I'm going to write this as one symbol. So it's going to look like this. It's going to look really kind of weird. I'm going to do this part, which is there. And then I'm also going to put this on here. But notice the mouth is open to the X. So I'm going to put that on this side. But look what happens. All right. So notice that when I do this, if X can be less than 10, X can also be greater than 0. Okay. So I read it kind of this direction this time. So notice on this piece, the mouth is opening to the 10. So that's right here, open 10. Here, for this piece, right here, the mouth is opening to the X. So notice how I've kind of incorporated both of these in here. So I should be able to put any number between 0 and 10 in here, and it should make this true. If I put in let's just say $5, is this true? Well, look, the mouth is open to the bigger number. If I use this inequality, the mouth is open to 10, which is the bigger number. So this is my symbols. And I know that's a little weird to see for the first time. But all I did is I kind of wrote them both ways because I can spend money that's more than 0, but less than 10. All right. So now we got to graph this. So here's what my graph is going to look like. Come over here a little bit, give myself a little bit of room. I'm going to put 0 right here. I'm going to go by ones this time. So $1, $2, $3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, just for the heck of it. So this is 10. This is 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you can fill all these numbers in on your own. Hopefully yours is neater than mine. So we went by ones. So here's what I've got going on. So I'm at the mall. I could spend exactly $10. I'm gonna put a dot right here. This is one of my boundary points. I'm gonna circle it in because I can spend $10. I got it. Also, my other boundary point, so that's my 10, is 0. So if I wanted to, I could also spend $0. So I'm going to color that in. So I could go to the mall with $10 in my pocket and spend none of it. So I could spend $10 that I have, or I could spend no dollars. And then I'm going to shade in all of this stuff in between, because that tells me I can spend anything from $0 to $10. And when I shade this in this direction, that tells me that all of this stuff in between is also a piece of that. All right. To ride your favorite roller coaster, you want to be at least 5 feet tall, but less than 7 feet. So we want to be at least 5 feet tall. So I'm going to do this. So X, I want to be, so I can be, X can be greater than or equal to 5, because I can be bigger than 5 or 5 feet, but I have to be less than 7 feet. All right, I can't put equal sign because I can't be 7 feet. If I'm 7 feet, I can't write it. So it says I can be at least 5, so I can be 5 or more, but less than 7. So this will give me my X is less than 7. But remember, I don't put the line because I don't want 7 to be a part of that. Now, when I graph this, we're going to do our number line. I'm going to do 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get some extra ones in here. I'll let you number these 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so let's think about this. My boundary points is 5 and 7. So I'm going to go to 5 first. I'm going to go to 5, and I'm going to color it in because I got the or equal to part. And then I've got this 7 over here, and I'm not going to color it in because I'm not allowed to be 7. So I can be anything that's bigger than 5, but it's got to be things that are less than 7. So I'm going to shade in the things in between. And this would be my number line to represent that. Oh, I didn't finish this up. Sorry. I'm going to go and bring this up here just a little bit. So I'm going to do this again. I'm going to start with this. So X is greater than or equal to 5. So notice the mouth opens up to the X. On this one, the mouth is going to open up to the number. So here's my X. All right. And I need a little point pointing at the 7. And so it's this. All right. So let's make sure we got these things. So X has to be opened up to the letter when I'm doing the 5. Yep, right there. And then on the 7, it's got to be open up to the 7. Yep, it's open up to the 7. So that tells me that I can do anything that's less than 7, but greater than 5. Okay. And back to our shading and non-shading idea.